the end, Ingle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got like 2 cases or 3 cases left, so this should be the end. Where do I see my own wish list? There it is. You said the end and the stream cut out? No! Oh no! Oh, it better not drop. It better not disconnect. Oh. Oh man, my net be dropping. I'ma reset that router. Okay. We're back. We're reconnected. We're just waiting on other things to catch up, like Discord. Hopefully we don't drop. It did ping twice. I'm not happy about it. But sometimes there's not much you can do. Hey, Sarah. Long time no see. How are you doing, my friend? Ooh. Dredge is on sale. I need to make sure it's not on sale on Humble Bundle. You know what, we're gonna switchy swap on over here. Double P. You're wonderful. You've just been busy with work and moving? Moving? Where did you move? Without doxing yourself. Give me the tea. Tell me all the details. Also, how has work been? Is work okay? Yes, Shadow. Starting a little bit early. Lauren is out getting her hair done. She's getting it dyed. So I thought, why not start a little bit early and maybe get to spend some time with her when she gets back. Ah, the Hex. That was the other game I was looking to pick up. A couple of games just randomly went on sale. So I'm real quick just checking to see what might be worth picking up. Dredge is on sale, and the Hex is on sale. I don't want to spend a lot of money. I ain't got a lot of money to spend. Really? We just did an ad break. Okay. Shadow, honestly, I'm not sure what color she's getting. I'm sure she told me. I think it's gonna be some kind of vibrant color, because that's gonna last the longest. So I want to say like pink or something. Pink sounds right. But you can never be too sure. You're moving in with your boyfriend, still pretty close to where you were, and work is good. Oh, okay. So a small move, a short move. We like small and short moves. Those are good moves to have. Good moves to have. Hopefully it wasn't too long of a move or too much of a move, and it was easy. I'm glad you're still close. That means that there is still the possibility of having a lunch gathering or something at some time. Ice cream. Everyone loves ice cream. Where's my cart? Where's my cart? There's my cart. All right. Oh, is Dave the Diver on sale? Did I miss that? Dave the Diver, $20. Dave the Diver is not on Humble Bundle. Okay. Dave the Diver is not on sale. Yeah, I really wanted to pick up Dave the Diver because I've heard so much good about it. And I've also heard a lot of good about Dredge, which is why I figured, you know what? It's on sale for like 18 bucks right now. And the Hex is $2. And the Hex, I think, is the prequel to Inscription. And the sequel to Pony Island. So you're still in the process. You haven't been able to move much each week with all your other stuff, but you got your desk set up tonight. And yes, meetup. Yay! I would love to do a meetup someday. Someday, sometime, somehow. I'm sure it'll probably be easier once you are out of college. No, Codio, you have missed absolutely nothing but my internet deciding to die on me, so I went and restarted my router. Purchase for myself. I don't remember the numbers on the back of my card. Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. I heard about that coming out recently, and that it is also incredibly good. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Laura Bailey is voicing someone in it. Purchase both the Hex and Dredge, because I was told... Wow, I almost flashed my card on stream there. I was told... What is this? Visa? Okay, apparently my card number's not working, so... We're gonna try entering it again. Weird. Ah, probably because my address has changed. That'll do it. Hey, okay. Both those games have now been installed. Well, fortunately, it was like just the back of the card, but it would have been fine. It would have been whatever. I could just cancel it and order a new one. But I am so used to talking with my hands. I'm not used to having a camera with this much room. So, oops. You like Greek gods, you like musicals, and you like Telltale style choices, should be right up your alley. Oh, I didn't know Ashley Johnson was in there. That's awesome. I'm glad that they are still getting some solid work. Hey, Silver Lining, how are you? How has your modding been going? Apparently I can't speak. There we go. Excuse me. I am glad to hear that you are doing well, and you've been taking a break because you were a little burnt out, but you've been coming up with ideas. That's good. Don't force the ideas, but let them come to you. Enjoy your break. Enjoy the time away. Yeah, Ziggy, we're both bad at speaking, and also forgetting dates and times and stuff. I thought we were going to be seeing a dog trainer tomorrow, and apparently it's Saturday that we're going. And I was literally just talking to my brother about it yesterday. So, you know. Speaking, it's something that only professional people can do. Ooh, it's gonna be 107 tomorrow? What's the temperature like gonna be here? Apparently Lauren is gonna go to the bar with her hairstylist and her hairstylist's friend tomorrow, after getting her hair dyed today. She texted me and she's like, I'm in. Okay, so tomorrow it's gonna be a little warmer. High of 86, Friday 82, Saturday 85, Sunday 93. We're gonna be back up into the 90s next week. Gross. Well, we've been enjoying the cooler weather while we've been at it. I have no proof that you did anything of the sort. I have Discord DMs. Let's be real. You're great at dates. August 29th, 1997. So who's 25? Right? That's how math? No, 26. They'd be... They're not 26 yet. They're 25 right now. I am good at math. Look at that. You wanted to play Black Ops 1 because you saw it on Steam, but you don't have the money. Time to go mow some lawns. Oh, yeah. God, if there was one thing I was excited about LA Noire about, it was getting to enjoy the music. Because I love jazz. I love slow jazz. I love big band. I love jazz music. Especially stuff like this. Nice, slow, sultry. Just so good. Yeah, Jackie, the end of LA Noire. We've got 3 cases left. Lauren's going out to the bar. So aside from taking Plum out in probably an hour and a half or so, I'm probably finishing this tonight. You can't get a job, though, because of your neurocardiogenic syncope. That is fair. I don't know how frequently that occurs. If it's something that really keeps you from doing stuff, you might be able to get some sort of disability income, depending on your age. I don't know what age you have to be to get that. But otherwise, you might be able to do odd jobs or things that don't require an I-9 or a W-2. You bought sparkly blue wine? So you're coming over to share that, right? Bum. Hi, buddy. Do you want me to set up your bed? Make sure you got... There you go. There's a blanket for you. No, that's very fair. You could always get one of those old, like, manual mowers, like push mowers, instead of the mechanical ones, and then you don't have to worry about blades. If you pick Odd Job, that... Do you ever play Odd Job versus the really tall computer nerd? Yeah, when? Anytime. Genuinely, anytime except for Saturday. We're busy Saturday. But otherwise, I'm basically home. You want to start an ASMR channel? Hey, you never know. If you do it well and you work on the audio side of it, you could get big real quick. So, you know. Ooh, have fun walking the doggies, Jackie. Odd Job versus Jaws is where it's at. Tomorrow? I do have plans at like 5 tomorrow, and I don't know how long that they're gonna be, but tomorrow could be. Tomorrow could work. Lauren, I'm sure, would love blue wine. Look, you already know about my plans tomorrow at 5. I literally put it in the chat. Hey, Hunter. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. So, some news on my side of things. I recently had some blood work done, now that I have moved and found a new physician. Apparently, I have really high bad cholesterol. I am 28 with really high bad cholesterol. So, my entire diet has changed. I've been eating a ton of just fruit. Mangoes, bananas, oranges, strawberries, berries in general. Cantaloupe. We froze some cantaloupe today. Bananas. All an effort of getting away from eating crappy junk food that I have occasionally been snacking on. I don't eat a whole lot of red meat. I usually just eat chicken, but we're trying to incorporate more vegetables, less cheese, less red meat. Your lawn clippings are tasty. Hey, I like vegetables. Green beans, cucumbers, corn, peas. Give them to me. If you don't go to the doctor, you can't find out things are wrong with you. I mean, you're not wrong. You too, Shadow? Well, I don't know. I don't know if it was really high. It wasn't like the doctor's aide called me and said, hey, we need to start you on medication because you've got really high cholesterol. It was just, hey, you've got high cholesterol. You should look at doing a low-fat diet. I was like, oh, okay. So I just looked up how to lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind of cholesterol, not the good kind of cholesterol. And it said eat more multigrains, more nuts, more fruit. So I was like, okay, I can do that. I already read labels for stuff for Lauren, so it's not much harder for me to just look and see if it's got cholesterol on it. And if it does, then I don't eat it, or I don't get it. Your whole dream is to be some sort of entertainer / influencer. I know a lot of people with that dream. I highly recommend, as someone who has been doing this for about a decade, start editing things. Pick up DaVinci Resolve, learn how to do audio and video editing, start learning those skills, because if you don't like those skills, you're gonna have a very hard time getting into this creation sphere. And yes, I also highly recommend having something kind of stable on the side. Like, I work a full-time job and do this for fun. I don't think I'll ever make it big to where this would be my full-time job. But how dare I call you out like this? Look, Ziggy, I've been there myself. I know. You haven't been very good at changing your diet. Well, I feel like it's a little bit harder for you to change your diet, Shadow, due to many factors. If you have high cholesterol, that should really be on the people who are preparing meals and stuff for you. So. Look, I really enjoy editing, but I also really hate editing at the same time. I had some free time the other day. I loaded up DaVinci Resolve, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do some editing. And then I looked at my project file, and I just went, no, never mind. I don't want to do this. I think I really need to get my meds looked at, because I am very quickly losing all desire to do the menial hard labor tasks that I need to do. And it's hard enough to try and force myself to do it at work. I can't do it in my free time. You're gonna send me a website? Okay. You just eat a lot of junk food. I mean, that's fair. Junk food's really easy. But like, at the same time, mangoes are really tasty. Kiwis are delicious. Bananas are amazing. I love fruit. But I don't think I have ever felt this full. Like, I had, what was it the other day? Some mango, some apples, and like a small little bit of other stuff. I was full. I've been full like all day. I am so glad that my phone suddenly decided that it didn't want to autocorrect anything for me. Salad! Beep boop! Thank you for the reset, my dude. Welcome back for your 21st adventure. How you doing, Buckaroo? It is I, king of the website. I was summoned. Good to have you here, Angle. Good to have you here. Welcome back, Jackie. That was a quick dog walk. Oh god, I hope it's salad in bed. Am I just starting or ending? I am just starting stream, but we are working on the end of LA Noire. We have 3 cases left. But hi, Melba Toast, how are you? You came in at a very fun time. Hey, thank you for the follow, Melba Toast. Welcome to the kingdom. We are glad to have you here. Then there's yesterday where you went to see a movie at 3, ate a bunch of popcorn, and had soda and didn't have dinner afterward. Yeah, popcorn's really filling too. It's the fiber. Maybe that's what it is with fruit. It's the fiber. It just fills you up. You wanted to come in and say hi, but they were rambunctious. That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair. I know how that is, having a rambunctious dog. I have a puppy, and he is the epitome of rambunctious. Fiber can also empty you out, yes. That's crazy. No idea how that would be. How what would be? Having a rambunctious puppy? Yeah, Ziggy doesn't know what that's like. Her dog is an angel. Her dog is just chill. Her dog don't care. There are tons of free games on Steam to try out. You could also get sucked into web browser-based clicker games like I did. There's one called Universal Paperclip. That entertained me for like 8 hours while I was at work, bored. Yeah, yours is super chill and calm all the time. Mine's just not super calm and chill when your dog is around. Universal Paperclip. That is a fun clicker game. I've been playing Evolve lately. That one's taken me that one takes up days at a time. It starts off stupid and ends up so stupid. Yeah. Pokemon Showdown is your browser game of choice, but you've got to be into Pokemon to really get into that. I've not heard of Pokemon Showdown. What is that? You just got a little pack to test. You're going to try to do that with a few brands to really narrow down tomorrow. What's up, bud? That's Hey, thank you so much for the sub, Melba Toast. I appreciate that. Welcome to your first adventure. You have picked a good time to become an adventurer today. What is... Oh, don't tell me you gotta... You need to go potty. Plum, do you need to go potty? Do you have to poop? I just took you out in case you needed to poop. Hi. Fishy? Start as a small fish, eat smaller fish, get bigger, become the biggest? No, what is Fishy? I've not heard of that. It's a competitive battle simulator for Pokemon. You can make your own teams. You can do random arena or random teams. Oh, that's cool. I've never heard of Fishy. Are you being ungovernable for any particular reason, pup? Potty? Do you need to go potty? Do you need to go potty? Or do you just want attention? Because you were doing fine 2 minutes ago. I suppose I should probably show those of you who haven't seen my dog. There he is. Hi, buddy. Do you need to go potty? Or do you just want attention? You just want attention? You look like you just want attention. You look like you're bored. Hi, buddy. This is a standard poodle. He is a very good boy. Look at him. His name is Plum. He has purple everything. He is a sweetie, but he is a little ungovernable, as you can see. No? If you're gonna bite me, I'm not gonna touch you. Yes, Happy TP. We order our toilet paper, tissues, and paper towels from a company that makes it all out of bamboo. And they had a box called Happy TP. And it comes in really fun, colorful packaging. Hey, Shayla. Yes, it is a very happy dog friend. That is Plum in a nutshell. He's playing with his fox, so I think he just needed to have a toy or something. I think he was just bored. Is armor games still a thing? You have 2 poodles and they bug you all the time when you talk to your computer too. I'm glad to know it's not just me. Normally my partner is around to take care of him and keep him from pestering me too much, but she is getting her hair dyed. Oh, I should ask her what color. Because you guys were wanting to know. Oh, he brought me his fox. He walked it over and plopped it on the floor. Does it feel like silk on my undercarriage? I mean, it feels like toilet paper. It's just inexpensive, well, mostly inexpensive. We got, I think it was like 42 or 48 rolls of toilet paper, 12 boxes of tissues, and 12 rolls of paper towels for like $100. And that was the special kind. That was the Happy TP. It's a little bit more expensive to get fun, happy, colorful toilet paper. But it's better than your, like, gas station or school type toilet paper that's really cheap and crappy. But it's not like Charmin Ultra, where it's, like, super plush and, like, quilted and stuff like that. That doesn't make sense. But Melba Toast, please tell me about your poodles. Are they black poodles, white poodles, ginger poodles? Tell me all about your poodles and what their names are. Oh, he's got his ball. Armor Games exists, but since Flash died, it's a shadow of its former self. Oh, that's a good point. I forgot about Flash dying. Charmin Strong is the GOAT. I don't know the last time I had Charmin. Thank you, Hunter. Motherload.
Hello, Miss Lichtman.
I don't think I've heard of Motherload.
How long have you been sitting there?
Toilet paper's not what you expected? I mean, come on.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
These are happy intestines. Ziggy, if you will refund Blupman
I'd like to explain
a do-it roulette
dots,
like
Elsa.
5 times and then clear it, you're good to go.
The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles
Thank you.
for him.
Hey,
I
at least
just
you came
wanted
around
to
for the
apologize
chitty-chatting,
for-
You don't have to
Shadow.
apologize. You were
You're
right
here
about
for the
Alicia
fun stuff.
Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
I get
He
that
was a
silver lining.
carpenter.
Everything is
He
the
was
same
set
right
for
now
RKO,
because
Warner
nothing's
Brothers.
original.
Carpenter? Perfect.
Requires Cottonelle. Interesting. I had a partner, it was
Don't
my
mind
last
us, I'd like
girlfriend.
to get a little
She
rest
hated
now.
the really fluffy stuff because
Got a
it...
lot more dots to
Where's that
join. It's
Lauren?
making my head hurt.
No, she loved the really fluffy stuff.
That's perfectly
And
understandable.
required
Mr.
having
Jack.
the really like
I hope we
plush
can meet again
toilet
under
paper.
less
Lauren
dramatic
hates it because she doesn't like that it like pills up and you get stuff stuck on
I
you.
hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
Oh, Shadow would love to be taken care of in bed, let me tell you.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Lola
Peterson,
Vanilla Cola,
Assistant DA.
and her daughter is black
You're in
with
the
white, and
wrong
her name is
building,
Abbey
Peterson.
Road. I don't know if Abbey
It's a
Road is a
hospital.
reference,
A
but I
wise
love
guy.
Lola Vanilla Cola. That is
Let
a
me
cute
tell you a
name.
story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You had an
You're
idea
a
for a
funny
video
guy,
game the
Jack.
other day?
What do you
You want
want,
to
Peterson?
share, Jackie?
Colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something
There's a
about...
problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with
Beatles
some
Abbey
solid
Road.
citizens.
Gotcha.
They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The
Plum
current
brought me another
administration
toy.
stinks.
That's the
And you
third
want me
toy
to
he's
help.
brought
I'm
me.
looking for
He
a DA's
really wants to play.
investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month
No
now.
one has made a
going
superhero
after the Vice
turn-based
Squad,
RPG,
Kelso.
so you wanted to do
It's gonna
something
get
with
me
that?
elected.
I've got something better.
That's
How
fair.
about Leland Monroe?
I can't
The
think of a
property
turn-based
developer?
RPG with
You think I
superheroes.
fell down the stairs?
Lola was named after the Kinks song Lola. Oh, oh ho ho. I see you are a connoisseur of the finer arts of music. Oh, I should probably pull up the guy. Bing, bing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, Midnight Suns is a good example.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you,
patch-up,
Engel.
Princess. Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
I had a feeling that there was one like that recently. I was like, there's one that was like XCOM based or something recently, wasn't there? What? That is the fourth toy, buddy boy. Guys, look at this. Look at this crazy poop. His ear is broken. You can't see the fourth toy because it's like just behind his head there. There it is. He has just brought me all these toys. He just wants to play. Buddy boy. Buddy boy, please. You're so cute. No. You don't get what you want by barking. Your daughter's name is Penny Lane. You have a very patient wife. A very supportive wife. How can we say no? Would you guys rather watch me sit here and play with Plum or finish LA Noire? You thought it would be neat to play common superhero tropes like how some heroes are super strong but are always holding back to not kill everyone? Interesting. You feel conflicted? Plum. Yep, Plum. Plum. Everyone just wants to watch me play with Plum. He's gotta learn he can't play all day, every day. He's gotta take some breaks. I just took him outside, and now he's just barking at things. LA Noire will always be here. These moments are fleeting. Gosh darn it, Smiler, why do you have to be the sentimental and correct one? Gosh darn it. I don't even know if I can get this set up well. Yeah. Hi. Thanks. Okay. Oop. Camera there. trying to adjust everything so that way I can still read and do stuff. Oh, look at this baby. Cookie. Your girlfriend's dog does the same thing when over at your place. She'll run upstairs to you and just be like, I'm here, so belly rubs, or maybe belly rubs, and just expect that for the next several hours. That's a good baby. Yeah, if I could, I would have it straight down the hallway that I'm throwing the ball, but I can't. So you guys just get to enjoy him coming back in every time. Oh, who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? You have the same fan? It's a good fan. Not as strong as the one in the bedroom, but it's a good fan. It's a good boy. Yes. I have an opening that's like this wide that I'm throwing the ball through. Otherwise, it hits the trash can, the microwave. Just hit the wall and it bounced into the kitchen. Oh, he got it. Okay. I thought it might have like gone into the sink. I just bounced it off the trash can. Doggos and doggos in bed? Yeah. Both are good. You know, Jackie, I could see a it maybe sounds like a cop out to say like a pixel game, like a pixel art style game of stuff like that, like similar to Into the Breach, where you're playing as the superheroes doing that. That could be really cool. Lola is on the desk wanting to play too. She's nosing your monitor. She's on the desk? Lola gets on the desk? I'm gonna have to ask for the pet tax at this point. I want to see pictures of Lola. Oh, please tell me it didn't land in the water. Not extra wet. Didn't land in his water. It's the second time I've almost gotten it there, though. You weren't able to find the cat calming spray so you could get your cat to the vet, but you tried one calming vitamin and it did not work. It was still a screaming, knife-handed terror. That's your pet story. Oh, your poor cat. You see him? He is waiting for the ball. So patient. Oh. But that one I threw onto the counter. What is Muddy Heights? Never heard of that. It's such a happy stream so far. There, you said it. Hey, as long as you guys are having fun and enjoying, I am down to just chitty chat. We're not really playing LA Noire. Maybe I should update the title. Good boy. You almost got it. Hey, got it. Slobber-filled ball. Great. Would be dope, you think? If you had any ability to code or do art or whatever, you'd make. See, that is where I'm at as well. I have 3 different video game ideas that I think would be really, really fun. And I can do some art in the form of 3D modeling. And I know how to make game assets. I just don't know how to code. So I want to teach myself Unreal Engine because apparently there is a blueprint system that does like 98% of the job for you, or up to 100% of the job for you, depending. But I want all of the games to also be multiplayer enabled, and that might actually require some coding. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. He's just having a good time. Just her front hall. You have a decent sized desk, and you let them get away with murder while you're working. Aww. Fortunately, Plum is usually very well behaved while Lauren and I are working. Usually around lunch, we'll try to take him out and play with him a little bit. 20 to 30 minutes during our hour lunch. And that helps him get through the day. But usually by 5, 6 o'clock, he's like, all right, it's time to play. We're going to play. Play and only play. Actually, wait a second. Is the smooth jazz still going? There we go. Ooh, now we got smooth jazz. Smooth jazz. While we wait. It's a poop game. You poop off the top of a building and trip as many people with a single turd before the timer runs out. Oh, I feel like I've heard of that game before. I've definitely heard of that game. Still need to find that spare drive so you can get Unreal Engine as well. Yeah, do it, Engel. Absolutely. Look, I have 3 game ideas. One of them is not very original, but I want to make it. It's kind of the game I want to do first because I think it would be fun and I think it would be a great learning point. The second game I want to do is, again, one that's going to be really simple in concept. I don't know if it'll be simple in execution or gameplay, but it's really simple in concept, and it's a spin on a typical genre that I think, again, would be really fun. And then my third game, I feel, is a lot more unique. In fact, just the other day, I don't remember where I saw, but someone shared a video game that was essentially the same concept I had in mind, but it looked really bad. Like, they had the general idea, it just looked really poorly executed. Like, graphic-wise, gameplay-wise, like, it didn't seem to have the nuance that I have in mind. Granted, I don't know if I can do that. Obviously, these people have a lot more skill than I do, so, they've developed the game already. They're winning if it were a competition. They are doing better than me. So, as a gamer, that is the only foot I have to stand on in my analysis of it. And it kind of got under my skin, the fact that someone else had this idea. Sorry, I'm just on my face there because I knocked something off. And have been developing it. But that just goes to show that there's no original idea. Let's see. Fixing to play Monster Hunter Rise for the first time with a friend. I've heard a lot of good about it. Time to move it, move it. You're about to redo your whole crafting system, so you're going through and making sure you don't have any weapon or armor ideas that you need to expand first. In Fallout, right? Crappy throw again? First time with a friend or first time because it's the latter you can't do... If it's the latter, you can't do co-op. Oh, that one went into the kitchen. That's why having 2 dogs is good. They play all day, but talking while you're in a Zoom meeting and they just love looking at the Zoom screen. We have actually considered getting another dog for him to play with. The only downside is we have met like 2 dogs that actually play the way Plum likes to play. One of them is my brother's, and one of them is a random dog at the dog park. He is very energetic, and most dogs don't want to play with him because he likes to wrestle and kind of not bite, but, you know, play bite. Dog bite. That one, I think, went in the water. But we have considered getting 2 dogs. Just to help keep him entertained. Just to give him someone else to play with. Help with that energy, help with socialization. But we don't know if that'll even work. We have to be very careful about the kind of dog we get, especially because I'm allergic to dogs, so we want to get another poodle. No worries, Jackie. I appreciate the alert. We will catch you later, my dude. Have fun with Monster Hunter. If you were to do a non-tabletop game, you would want to make it set in Soot. You feel like there's loads of lore and ideas that are too clunky to explore in a tabletop RPG setting, but would be cool as books scattered about and stuff. You know, you have told me very little about Soot, but I really, really want to know more about it. Your mother's poodle mix likes to play rough, and most dogs are so much smaller than she is, so... Yeah, he either comes across dogs that are significantly bigger or significantly smaller. We haven't really found a dog that likes to play that are his. But the groomer that we go to said that a groomer friend of hers is needing to rehome their poodle. That's a female, and that did some showing. So that means that potentially the line is AKC certified, which means good like genetic history and all that stuff, which means, you know, hopefully they won't have a lot of medical issues. And poodle, which means hypoallergenic, which is great for me. The only downside is if it's a female, Plum is not fixed yet. We don't know if the female is fixed. She, however, is a year old, so she could be fixed if we needed. That might be the one, like, if we were to get the dog and they actually played well and stuff together or whatever, that might be the one caveat is like, all right, well, we'll take her, but she needs to be fit. Start in the middle. Ready? Get it. The middle is the default campaign era. Perfect. Yeah, start there. And then expand on things as you come across them. Flashback. Everyone loves a good flashback. See, the 3 games that I have in mind, I essentially want them all to be in the same universe. I want them to be kind of tied together because I figure the first game would be designed basically just around the gameplay. Like, it's not bringing people in because there's story mode or anything like that. It's bringing people in just because they enjoy the type of gameplay, right? Gives me something to practice on. But there will be a little bit of lore. It'll help me build stuff. It'll help me learn how to get started and also get the lore going. The second game, again, is going to be... the second game that I have in mind is essentially the test driver for multiplayer. And how to get multiplayer set up. Which will have also a little bit of lore in it. Again, it may not even be game like centric. It might just be like, hey, this is the world setting you're in or whatever. The third game, though, is where I would do more lore stuff, because that will also be a multiplayer game. But would require a lot more lore to have. And that is my timeline on how I am thinking about doing it. Do you actually want the rough floor for the middle? Because you will blow up my chat. I mean, I am down for it. Everyone else, I think, has kind of hit a fat lurk mode. So if other people are interested that are still watching, like, go for it. Once Plum calms down a little bit, and I can get back to my game, we'll be focusing on that. So I mean, you've got a little bit of time. What's what? Ingle was offering to go into detail about his universe that he's building. Hold on, I think I lost. He managed to get it. I enjoy story time while we do this working mediation with Plum. Yeah, I mean, I love story time. I love getting to just sit here and chat with you guys. If I didn't have the attention span of a goldfish, I would probably do more just chatting. But unfortunately, I have the attention span of a goldfish, so I need something to preoccupy my time while I talk. Like playing with Plum is great because I'm doing something with my body. My mind is free. It's very mind-numbing to just do what I'm doing, so I can just kind of chat, talk, and think. Same thing with most video games. That's one of the reasons why I do variety streaming in such this ways, because a lot of games I can just kind of pluck away at, except at intense story moments, and then I pay attention to that. Good boy. Good boy. You got a boy. Yeah. Get tired. You sound like you are. You probably need water, too. So the small important notes leading up to the starting point for campaign. Humanity existed as Humanity existed as a nomadic tribe. Dangerous monsters are big and common, so keeping on the move to get out of their hunting grounds was the only way to survive. Humans exist basically as animals. Pure survival mode. Very little culture. Welcome back. Are you tired yet? Nope, still wants to play. Good boy. Good boy. Ready, Plum? Get it. Good boy. Good boy. One of these days, I want to get a non-USB camera. That bounced all over the place. I want to get like an inexpensive but good quality like photography camera or something that I can hook up via HDMI. So that way I can have a Plum cam for you guys. Gotta find one. Have the money. But right now, saving up for my house. There also exist several godlike beings called worms. They're unknown by the humans, but they each control, quote-unquote, what are essentially human traits. They are immortal and have always existed, though they may choose to die if they want. Yeah, like a DSLR, or... Honestly, I don't even know what kind of cameras are good like that anymore. It's probably going to be some form of DSLR. I will probably have to fish through eBay or Facebook Marketplace for a deal to get a camera like that. But it has to be webcam capable and HDMI fed. And the reason why is because actual USB webcams, USB has like I think it's like 12-foot limit on how long their cable can be before they stop sending data properly. So USB extension cables don't work very well for webcam. When a worm dies, several things happen. In this case, the worm Bolroth, Lord of the Green, took pity on humanity and decided to sacrifice himself to give the humans the edge they need in this world. Ooh. You would heckin' pet that dog. Innocent sentence end. To thwart threat of in-bed bot. Okay. He's starting to wind down. You've returned to the Doge camp. Yes, everyone, say hello to the Plumbert. Look at this happy boy. He's the happy guy. He's the happy guy. Oh, would you look at this happy guy? Happy guy. Oh, look at this happy boy. Oh, he's so happy. He's just happy to be playing ball. He don't know. I am in the US. Salad is in Canada. He is my maple syrup boy. His magic was gifted to the humans, allowing them to manipulate mana. His might, or his body, was scattered across the land. Strong magical trees growing out of these pieces of him called wormroot. Metal is rare, so this will be an incredible material for the humans, and his mind. When a worm dies, their mind goes to another plane, allowing them some control over events in the world and giving their blessing and power to those who follow their domain. Oh, okay. So they sacrifice their body to essentially become resources, and then their minds go to an ethereal plane of some kind that allows them to manipulate the material plane as a omnipresent god. What is unknown for now in universe is that the earlier a worm dies, the more powerful they are in this afterlife. Worms can only die by choice, so this is important information for the remaining worms. Oh! I keep bouncing the ball off of the counter. It's hit like 4 of his treat bag. Maple Syrup Boy sounds like the Robin of Beaver Man. Beaver Man! I'm sure Salad hates that name. I was trying to think of something funny to call Salad, but yeah, he's my my Maple Syrup Boy. My Timbit brother. What else is Canada known for? Now, Bolroth's whole thing is growth, hence Lord of the Green and the Wormroot tree. But this isn't just physical growth. What happens is his influence spreads. Since he's the only dead worm, it is a very strong influence, and humanity grows. Ooh. You know me, my redeeming qualities is Canadian. Oh, Canadian bacon! I already used brother for Timbit. He's my bacon. I've already used boy. Bacon. He's my bacon daddy. There, no alliteration. You guys get that cursed name. You know that's just back bacon? Yeah, I know it's just back bacon. Riding a moose and calling people hosers? Perfect. Poutine pal! Ooh, that's a good one, Shayla. We don't call that bacon. Bacon is bacon. So, do you call Canadian bacon, or do you just call it back bacon? Or is it just bacon? Because it's bacon. You're good, Cody. You are all good. So they use their new gifts of magic and the resources of wormroot trees, which have parts as strong as iron, to set up actual settlements. Begin having culture and start looking into science. Ooh. Love to watch things evolve. Skipping ahead, humanity has all set up huge cities, a few kingdoms, etc. They have had to expand slightly and have encroached into the realm of another worm. George Fira? Chosen of Fire? Did I pronounce that right? George Fire. We call it back bacon. Meal bacon. Bacon is bacon. Melba Toast, are you Canadian? Okay, buddy. I'm gonna throw just a couple more, and then I'm getting you water. And then we're done. Southwest Ontario. Ooh. Would you like to also be my bacon daddy, my Timbit brother, and my maple boy? My maple syrup boy? And my poutine pal? And all the other potentially offensive stereotypes that wow, I was about to say Canada. That Canada just has, that is clearly better. Here's you, good boy. Captain Canuck. I've heard that one before. Alright, you could be Captain Canuck. Yeah. Slow down, you're getting tired. Yeah. Ooh, hit with an ad break. Alright. I'm gonna do a few more, and then once the ad break is over, I'm getting him water, and we will continue. Allez, Noire. The kingdoms team up, raise armies, assault Georfira in her volcano form. This is essentially a war that lasts for decades. Georfira can't die, but she can feel pain and get worn down. Ooh. Does she kill herself and blow up the world? Ooh. I've hit the trash can like 7 times. Pretty sure I made it into the water once, splashed it all over the floor. I might have to pick that up. You are getting tired, baby. Camping. Alright, that's the last one, buddy boy. That is the last ball. Yeah, look right into the camera. Nope. Hi, guys. Goodbye. That looks about right. Let me go get him some water. And then we will continue. Okay. Hopefully, he is nice and tired. Eventually, Giorfira concedes, giving up her life. Humanity becomes stronger, but her body in death causes her volcano lair to constantly erupt. There it is. World blow up. The desire for power causes rifts in humanity. The kingdom split up, and now war is a relatively common thing. The final event that happens before the start of the game is the worm Piverth, master of the skies and travel. One of the kingdoms has discovered the floating islands at the edge of the continent. No one had gone this far, but this kingdom had been pushed back due to all the war. Has a sudden urge to explore. Guess why? Because of the war? Is it because of the war? Alright, we've already watched this. I'll skip it as soon as it lets me. These islands float on some strange thick mist, dark gray, almost black. Guess what it's called? Black mist? Eventually they learn to live on these islands as they float around. They want to explore because they are close to Piverth. Ah!
Miss Lichtman.
Well, I didn't get it right after all.
How long have you been sitting there?
Can I skip this?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
Okay, well, we're just gonna watch this again, I guess.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't
The
exactly
Island
caught me at my
Boys.
best.
Makes me think of the Beach Boys.
It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa?
Lauren said she's coming home with 2
What can I do for you?
kids. So I said as long as they play with Plum.
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously
Find
a brave
Piverth.
lady, but you
Piverth has
can't
seen the
fight all
influence
Cole's
of
battles for
Bolroth
me.
and Georfia.
I just wanted to
Georfira
apologize
You
for...
don't have to
You might need to
apologize.
rethink
You
that
were
name.
right about Elysian Fields.
had after their deaths and decides, I want to get in on
Tell me something. What was Lou
Sudokus,
Buckwalter's
and now people
regular
want
job?
to travel more.
He was a carpenter. He built
You're
sets
very
for
welcome for the
RKO, Warner
serotonin.
Brothers.
Set
I'm glad you guys enjoyed watching Plum play.
Perfect.
Hopefully, once we get
Don't
into the
mind
house
us.
and I can
I'd
set
like
up
to
an
get a
actual
little
little
rest
bit, little studio,
I've got a lot more
we
dots
can
to join, and it's making my
we can have a
head
better
hurt.
camera setup for that for him.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
Humanity now enters the age of exploration, and humanity has a unique combination of traits:
Kelso?
desire for more, wanderlust, and the
asking?
capacity
Peterson,
/ urge for growth in
Assistant
bed.
DA.
Perfect.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson.
So this is
a
Jack
hospital.
Kelso.
A wise guy.
Cole Phelps.
Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged
Is on the
version? My
arson
head
squad.
hurts.
Jack Kelso here
You're a funny
is
guy, Jack.
an insurance
What do you want,
investigator.
Peterson?
Colorful character mentioned your name.
Long story short,
He
heroes
said
start to
that
show up in
you
history.
might know
Enter
something
you
about-
as
There's
a
a
player.
problem with colorful
Oh,
characters, Peterson.
that's a great way to introduce
First they
the
send you over
players.
a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor.
But no, Jack Kelso
Try rubbing
was
shoulders with some solid
with
citizens.
Phelps in
They're
World
the
War
ones you're
II,
supposed
but they
to
hate
protect.
each
You
other.
finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
Oh, the
I'm
dark
gonna
mist
run
is
for DA,
soot.
Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help.
I'm looking for a DA's investigator.
That makes
You get a gun
sense.
and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I really should have seen that
I'm
one
going
coming.
after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's gonna get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
Do you think I fell down the stairs?
Dude's got a bedpan. That's a nice touch. Last time on LA Noire, Jack Kelso
Thanks
was
for the
beat up
patch
by
up,
some
Princess.
mafia members. Mafia
Might be
members
the only
presumably
R&R
sent to
I
him by
get for
Leland
some time.
Monroe. He was approached by Miss Elsa with a proposition to take down Leland Monroe, to help Cole Phelps. I was trying to remember his name. These are not dramatic Shatner pauses, I assure you. You're playing 2, but you're at Fallen Idol very early on. Ooh. Well, this is encroaching on spoiler territory. So I want you to be aware of that. No one needed that fire hydrant, right? You were a little let down, but decided to let it slide since, you know, huge lore dump. That's very generous of you, Ingle. Whoop, whoop. I may have forgotten that it was called Soot. So, you know, that one's on me. I take full responsibility for that one. Yeah, cops don't come after me for running red lights.
What's your problem? Watch it.
Who are you talking to, dude? Yourself? As long as you are okay with spoilers, carry on. Your presence is appreciated here. We really do enjoy having you here. So anyway, the game then starts out with players essentially on the hunt to find more worms to see what else humanity is missing out on. And there's obviously a lot of stuff after that, but you know, the player's version of the background of the world. Ah. Hi, buddy. Okay. Okay. Benson is in apartment number 2. I'm assuming it's up here? There it is, apartments 2 and 3. "5% of your total lore outline."
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to
Wow.
see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment.
Cured worms
Can
once.
we
It was
do
a
this
dark
some
time
other
in your
time?
life.
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack,
But,
there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis. I'll give you that. You try to get me killed, and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up, or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options.
Hell yeah, Jack.
Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
Yeah, you tell him, Jack. Okay.
How old are you, Princess?
16, mister?
How old are you, really?
Nearly 13.
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love? That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed, you're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Get dressed, you're leaving.
She will only come back.
Can I just shoot him now? Oh. God. Okay. Well, I am thoroughly grossed out. I can always try. Darn right I can. There are quite a few people I would like to shoot in this game, and none of them I have had the ability to.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
But I would certainly... It says we're back. I don't know why my internet does this. The only thing I can think is that it is crappy, faulty wiring in this old apartment building, which just makes me all the more excited to one day have a house. Or mice. It very well could be mice. We thought we found mice droppings on our counter the other day. So I would not be surprised if something like that is happening.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake.
Hold on. I hear Plum barking. No worries, Silver Lining. Have a wonderful day. I am going to try taking him out real quick. And then we will kick this guy's butt. Okay. Did I drop any more? I dropped some frames, I see. Did the internet go out? There is a tiny black something. I don't know if it's an alpaca, though. He is adorable, and he is one of my favorite things. 100%. All right, I see we did drop some frames, but I think
Get out while you can.
I think we're okay. Oh. What did I... There it is. Big ol' horse. Alrighty. So... How's everyone doing?
So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe? How can you accuse me of benefiting ahead of the company?
Oops. I may have missed some things. I was a little hasty. Wait, is the stream actually not back, Ingle? It's definitely not a cat. It's definitely some weird demon that looks kind of like an alpaca. Hi, Blup. Okay, so we got to do this again. This should be quick. I think a lot of this I can skip. How are you doing, Blup? Ooh, I am sorry to hear that you're not doing so well. What's going on, dude? This is what I needed.
To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
It is looking rough. A lot of corruption.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
We haven't been going long. I realized that I missed some clues, so I restarted real quick.
I
So
knew you were in bed with a lesion, Curtis.
we're basically back at where we need to be. The California Fire and Life Company, in consideration of the premium of $1,105 to be paid per annum, insures Elysian Fields developments against all losses or damage occurring to Rancho Escondido, located at 5650 Fountain Avenue.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake.
In an amount not exceeding
Get out while you can.
$221,000. Okay, so I got all those clues, and then there's this really disturbing clue that I really don't want to live through again. So now we're just going to
I want answers,
question and beat
Curtis.
this guy up.
So pay
It is a lot
attention.
of pigs.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business
I
transaction,
mean-
dear boy.
Pig economy can still be a thing. I do want to host a Minecraft server. We
You're
can
lying,
trade in
Curtis.
pigs.
Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe? How can you
Honestly,
accuse
Shadow,
me of benefiting
no.
ahead of the company?
The biggest thing is that this piece of scum that we are interrogating right now had a 12-year-old in its bed. So... and
I noticed that
also,
the share certificates are in your name,
this
Curtis,
guy
not
is
the
now
company's.
an investigator for the DA.
What did you use as collateral?
Those sons of bitches in Sacramento. They passed me over for president. Sent me here because they believed it was a backwater. But they were wrong. Los Angeles will become the capital of the West, not San Francisco. This place will be the city of the 20th century. And I'm gonna get my cut, Jack.
Oh yeah, he's
You're
a
going
real
to jail,
deal.
Curtis. You and your cronies.
We'll see about that, Jack.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
With the insurance agreement?
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the paper.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
These were bruises and cuts from when he got beat up by those mafia dudes.
Give me what I need or I'll beat it out of you.
It's all there in the case file. If you know what to look for.
Shoot him in the dick, man.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Still, wanna shoot him in the dick. Make sure he can't use that anymore. Wonder if this is his car. Okay, to California Fire and Life Building in this man's car that I am happy to steal and wreck. So Shadow, what did you have for dinner, my guy? Anything good? Anything tasty?
Must be his blood.
Oops. Did I do that? Reminds you never went back to the last stream and checked out the R-rated part you said that, or that we said you missed. That's alright, buddy. You're not missing much. Oh man, I would love to do more than just crap in his back seat, that's for sure. Salmon, pasta, and veggies. Is salmon really low on cholesterol? Is fish something I'm gonna have to get used to eating? You think salmon has the good fats and oils? It probably does.
California
Fish is probably
drivers.
really healthy, especially compared to beef and pork. I mean, if fish oil is all I need, I wouldn't mind getting some fish oil pills or something. That would be fine by me.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle of will.
I'm just going up to my office, Barty. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
Yeah, obviously I know the way to my office. You're so good at pills, you can destroy pills. You had your choice, you'd live on fish and veggies. I just don't like the fishy taste. I'm fine with the texture and this, and then, you know, the general smell, but I can't stand the fishy taste.
What do you think? Is someone gonna tell us what the hell is going on?
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see?
What I missed?
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north.
Oh, is that what those
118
mean?
degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
There's got to be more in these files.
Oh, my hand, it vibrates when I'm over a clue.
Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempt at one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
When you were a kid, you had a crazy ear infection. They gave you some antibiotics, but it stuck around. Ends up they gave you way too low of a dose, and now the infection needs huge antibiotics. Biggest pills you've ever seen in your life. You had to take 2 twice a day. You got real good at pills. I have been there myself with really big horse pills, and yes, you get really good at just muscling past it. As a teenager, you took a trip to the doctor's office because you had a pill stuck to the side of your throat that wouldn't dissolve? Oh, how was that possible? There are ways to cut that taste down when preparing it. That's not soaking it in milk or whatever, but generally the fresher the fish, the less fishy the taste. Oh, that's good to know. Your mom had you try a cod liver oil pill. She was like, I used to bite into them when I was a kid. So you tried that and it was like concentrated fish drink. Some people are just okay with the fishy taste, but I don't get it, man. I can't do it.
Hello there.
You need some help there, sir?
Do I need help? Yes, I do.
The land registry office.
1,200
Where is
milligram
it?
pills. What was
Just
the
up the
antibiotic?
stairs.
Thanks.
Land registry. Here we go.
I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
Oh, you don't know you were like 6. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I wouldn't expect you to remember something from when you were 6. You don't mind it
All
for the
these
most part,
suburban
but
sons
you don't
of
want to
bitches
drink
ought to be
fish oil?
listed in
Yeah,
here.
seriously. Okie dokie. Names. Any of these names ringing bells? Nope, none of those. Those names ring some bells. Dr. Harlan Fontaine and Courtney Sheldon. C. Benson. R. Gordon. Where's... What do you want me to tap here? Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. There it is.
Courtney, for God's sake. What's he got to do with this?
You get liquid antibiotics when you go to the doctors. The pharmacists assume they're
I'd
not
like
for you.
information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
I don't blame you for that.
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know the first thing about how to decipher
I believe that is in the Wilshire area.
that.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees.
They made this really easy.
17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
This is cool. I want a map like this.
The lot number's 1876988.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. Registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here, use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
This was the least complicated way you could do it.
1876988.
1
divided by
8
90,000, yes.
7 6. Oh god. 988. Plum.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
Hold on, I gotta see what he's barking at. No. Stop your bark. Quit your bark. Hmm? Seriously? All right. We back? Should be back for me. At this rate, I feel like we are not going to be beating LA Noire. Okay, apparently I just reconnected to chat, so hello. Solve crime, one disconnect at a time. All right. 20.
20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle, and you are in business.
Oh.
You do this every day?
Mirror, mirror on my screen, isn't Drillian the best you've ever seen? Aw, that's so very sweet, Philo. Hi, how are you? Yeah, Plum is hijacking the stream. No, Lauren, you should not steal the kittens. So you... Aside from my internet deciding to just kind of die out on me frequently, I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Was hoping to beat this tonight, but I don't think we will. Lauren, we do not need
76988.
We do not need medically hurting kitties.
The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
No, Lauren, you do not have to.
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears.
Just, give me that gun real quick.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Oh. No, give me the shotgun.
I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole.
Okay.
You can walk out of here or go out in a box.
They don't need our help, Lauren. We are not equipped to take care of medically troubled kitties. I'm allergic to cats, Lauren.
I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack. You didn't need to come all the way down
It's
here.
important, Courtney.
How can I help?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it.
Yes, Courtney is a
Fontaine
guy.
and the rest.
Courtney is, or can be, a male name similar to like
Fontaine took the
Miriam.
morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial. Something that's gonna help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy.
As much as I would love to help kittens, we don't have the money. I'm allergic. It will only break your heart, Lauren. Honestly, Philo, the story got good in this last act, which is the very sad thing. I was only interested once we got to, like, this point of the story.
Jack Kelso.
Who's asking?
Leland Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around?
Yeah,
We'll
the
have
way
a
that
nice
they
cup-
structured everything has been really weird,
Realize
honestly.
that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
Well, it's really weird, because the way that this game started off was very, like, scattered. You start off playing as a beat cop, and all of a sudden, like, you solve a case, and then you're all of a sudden on another case. Like, you're just it's a different day. It could be like months later, years later. No one really knows. It's just a different case. No connecting point whatsoever. The only thing linking it are newspapers that you find talking about a Dr. Fontaine and some hints, mixing him in with Courtney Sheldon, the guy that we just met. It was so disjointed, no idea what's going on, but you go from being a beat cop to being a traffic cop, and then you solve something else while you're a traffic cop. And then you go from being a traffic cop to a homicide cop, and then you solve some serial killings, and then you go from being the traffic cop to a vice, or the homicide cop to a vice cop, and you solve some drug deal with the morphine, which you heard Courtney talking about. But then stuff happens, and you basically get demoted to arson. And then as soon as you hit arson, you discover this stuff going on, and now all of a sudden you're wanting to bring in people from your past. Jack Kelso. Cole Phelps used to be in the Marines. He was like a lieutenant or a captain or something like that, some officer of some kind. And you guys knew each other, and now you hate each other. But you don't find any of this out until literally the last fourth of the game. And it got interesting here because they developed something partway through the vice, being a vice cop into arson. So, like, the storyline that you are currently witnessing didn't really fruit until halfway through Vice and has only stuck through into arson. But they've been, like, laying tiny little breadcrumbs throughout it. So, in my opinion, I feel like the way that it should have been is, like, either you started in Vice and then worked your way up into homicide or something. So, like, Vice and then got knocked down to arson, so you have that, like, that drama that builds into it, and then you redeem yourself all the way up into homicide, because homicide is supposed to be like the cushiest one. It is a Philo. And then they could have just rewritten the story to be a lot more interesting, to where, like, maybe you go after Monroe in arson, but then in the other ones you discover other things about these other people. But instead they really buried the lead all the way up to the end. You think it tries to get you invested in the characters and world first and then ramp up into the story? That's interesting. Except I was not invested in Phelps at all. You don't even really understand who Phelps is until Vice. And then once you get into Vice, they're like, oh, hey, here's this big story beat that kind of develops who this is. They don't really give you any context. You're just playing a guy. There's no emotional investment into him until Vice. And it makes no sense. Even in the homicide stuff was very loosely linked, but that gets finished halfway through the game. Yeah, exactly. Like, it felt like it built up from beat cop to traffic to homicide for the serial killer. And then you solve the serial killer, and I was like, okay, what's going to happen next? And then it goes into Vice with the morphine, and then arson with these arson fires. And it's like, yeah, everything is kind of loosely connected, but they don't really do a good job explaining it. And it doesn't make sense. I don't know why they developed the game this way. Because it would have made a more compelling story, in my opinion, if they, like, rearranged it or just scattered things a little bit different or developed things a little bit better. But they didn't. They completely glossed over so much stuff, and it's really disappointing. But it's gotten really good now, so now I'm actually like, I want to finish the game and figure out what I'm missing, you know? All that said, it's still a fun game. Like, it's still been decent. If I were to play this again, I would start off playing it with a walkthrough, because the game mechanics for this game haven't really aged well, and it's not as much of a detective game as it tried to make itself out to be, which is unfortunate, but that's just how it is. At the very beginning, it was like every couple minutes it was a new case, then a random flashback cutscene, and then another new case. Yeah. And then the cases just all of a sudden get really long. So like it would have made more sense if they gave you some like interesting story bits about Cole when he was a beat cop and into traffic, and like developed, you know, his friends, his family, his connections, his ambitions, and like, and also sprinkling his backstory and like a little bit of tragedy and like why he is the way that he is, why he wanted to be a cop and like stuff like that. But no, they basically gloss all over it. And then major spoilers coming after this, so I'm giving anyone who wants to not be spoiled for major plot points to mute the stream now, and I'll give you a thumbs up in a minute. But basically, what ends up happening is they get to a point, and this happens halfway through, no, this happens basically at the end of Vice. Not even halfway through Vice, but at the end of Vice. What happens is Cole ends up having an affair with someone else, and his wife leaves him. But you as the player essentially do not care because you have no connection to his family. You didn't really even know that he was married. You never heard anything about his wife, nothing about his kids, nothing like that. It's just all of a sudden infidelity, and like that was the most interesting thing that happened. Beyond any of the murders or any of the cases, that was the most interesting thing that happened. And then it's like, as soon as that happens, they just skip over and go into arson, and he's still with the person that he cheated on. Or not that he cheated on, but he's still with the person that he cheated on his wife with. And so it's just like, where does this develop? Why do I care about his wife that I know nothing about? I don't even know her name. Why do I care about his kids? Why do I care about his life or anything that happens outside of this? Like, if you wanted this to be an inciting incident, you make this happen at the beginning. Have him cheat early and then bring it up to here. That's a much more compelling story arc than what they gave. Anyway, spoilers over. Spoilers over. Crazy thing is, you remember people raving about it, you think, but it doesn't seem that great to you. I remember people raving about the mechanics of the game supposedly being really good, but I agree. A lot of this is like, it definitely hasn't aged. At the time, I could see this game having been really, really good, but
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Peleliu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
yeah. I mean, like, the individual cases were interesting, like solving the various cases and all that were relatively neat. Wow, I shot his hat off instead of shooting. Him in the head. That makes no sense.
Throw out the guns!
Got the bastard.
Wow, don't mess with ex-Marines. I've literally gotten 1 kill.
As soon as he pokes his head out,
Right weapons on the ground now! Keep your head down!
Real clever, asshole. I'm gonna find you. I need someone to cover my... Ah!
That guy's down.
Real clever, asshole. I'm gonna find you.
All right, men, hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
Can I find a different gun? Do they have bars or are they all Thompsons? I'll take this one. Whereas like Red Dead Redemption, also Rockstar, still holds up. I don't remember Red Dead that much, but... Oh. Again... I have no idea if it's gonna even out or not. It looks like it's stabilizing, but I'll give it a few minutes. Oh, it's okay, Philo. It's no one's fault but my internet companies, and all I can do is pester them to come and fix things. So we'll see if they can actually do that.
You want
I should probably pick up the shotgun for this, but where's the fun in that?
There he is! Blast him!
Is that Elsa? Oh no, that's the annoying...
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down?
Oh!
I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women.
Oh, Kelso.
Monroe! Where are you, damn it?
I want to pick up her gun. That seemed big. All right, give me that shotgun.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Yeah, he calls, like, every woman he sees princess. It's a little weird. Please tell me he does not have a 12-year-old in his bathtub? Okay, good.
Yeah, Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Nice.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
Hey, Stasnak. Hey, Smiler.
Bastard! What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around,
Wait,
Monroe.
Smiler's been here.
Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building.
Yeah, a great moment to come in on, for sure.
That's a hell of a payroll.
There it is. Roy Earl, W. Worrell, D. Sandler, Harry Sumner. D. Sandler's on there twice. Oh, that's just who he's paid. Strong argument. Yeah, who can
I'm guessing Benson's
who can argue with that?
portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe.
This. Ooh, was there a cake conundrum? What did I miss? Okay. Okay, criminal intelligence report on Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine. Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine is implicated in the supply and distribution of narcotics in the greater LA County area. His capacity as a clinical psychiatrist, he has dispensed large quantities of contraband morphine to drug dealers and users under the pretext of prescribing treatment for his quote-unquote patients. Between July 18th and September 3rd of 1947, 22 suspects arrested for narcotics possession claimed that the drugs were quote-unquote medications given to them to alleviate the symptoms of various psychiatric illnesses. Several showed paperwork to this effect. No pattern was noticed by arresting officers, however, and no further action taken since each charge amounted to no more than a misdemeanor, and the suspects were processed across 4 separate divisions: Central, Hollywood, University, and Highland Park. On September 7, 1947, after a lengthy interrogation, suspect Reginald Barclay offered the name of an associate he knew only as Doc Fontaine. See interview transcript 510-090747. Barclay stated that Fontaine was the selling party in a deal he brokered with Willie Baines Foster, yet to be apprehended. Foster is known to LAPD Administrative Vice as a high-ranking courier for Meyer Harris Cohen. Are we back? All right, I was just real quick disabling the ping bot in Discord because I don't want it to keep pinging people. Need to figure out a dish to bring to the family reunion. You're thinking crockpot mac and cheese? Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with mac and cheese. Ooh, when's your birthday? Hey, Varian. Internet troubles aside, we're getting to the juicy stuff. Where did I leave off? On September 7th, 1947, after a lengthy interrogation, suspect Reginald Barclay offered the name of an associate he knew only as Doc Fontaine. Barclay stated that Fontaine was the selling party in a deal he brokered with Willie Baines Foster, yet to be apprehended. Foster is known to LAPD Administrative Vice as a high-ranking courier for Meyer Harris Cohen. On August 29th, again, on September 6th, and then again on September 12th, 1947, Dr. Fontaine visited a men's haberdashery on Sunset Boulevard, a haberdashery known to be owned and operated by Meyer Harris Cohen. On all 3 occasions, Dr. Fontaine was inside for more than an hour. 2 days after his final visit, on September 14th, a shipment of morphine with a street value of $4,000 was removed from a house in Brentwood to an East Downtown warehouse, whereupon it disappeared. It is the opinion of this officer that Dr. Harlan Fontaine is a significant figure in the supply and distribution of narcotics in Los Angeles.
Dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance.
With close ties to organized crime, I recommend that he be kept under close surveillance until such time as comprehensive legal brief can be assembled. Yours sincerely, Roy Earl. Reginald Barclay? Maybe. Solid old-timey radio voice, too much bass and treble. I think it was all mid-range. What do you mean, Stasnak? Okay. Walk to the desk and find the last piece of evidence. This newspaper.
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance already.
I shot some dude in the leg. Nothing kinky. Don't worry.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down. Please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack.
I see we're dropping. We be dropping frames, boys. I'm waiting. I'm waiting it out. Is it stable? Are we good? All right, we might be good.
Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
Oh, no.
You cannot have believed that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hoped that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
Ooh, poor Courtney. I did a great job making my voice old-timey radio. For a little extra help, turn down the bass and treble on a mixer for the mid-range frequencies. Ah, I can certainly try that. I do want to mess with trying to do some voice changing. I just don't know if I have the right equipment for it right now. I have a very old mixer for my XLR interface, and I wanna see how I can just activate filters on the fly, but I don't know if I can do that with my mixer or if I can do that with the Wavelink software.
Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the links these sons of bitches would go to.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine.
It keeps going into the red. I don't like this. How are we looking? Oh, there it goes. You don't know how you streamy people are always so calm. You have anger issues, though. You don't know how to not break a broken thing more. I mean, to be fair, I work in IT, so I'm used to technical issues. And this is just, unfortunately, something beyond my ability to control. I can't make my internet stable. I can only yell at my ISP to actually get someone out here and look into it. And to refund me for, like, a month because it keeps happening and they haven't given me any sort of credit. So I got out of like 3 months of paying for my last internet bill because it went out and they couldn't fix it. Your partner almost got attacked by a boar on a trail near a temple in Japan. Are they okay? Lack of the high-low frequencies is what gave the old-time radio its feel, that an excited man on the other side reporting the news. I would have loved to have worked in radio at some point. Stream choppier than the waters around the Indianapolis? Have we petered out now? It seems to be holding a little bit more stable. Acceptance is a skill that one develops like a lot of other things. Okay, it's more stable now.
Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again.
Thank you, Shadow. That's very sweet of you.
Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Not Casey. He did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires, and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name!
And an internet connection for radio. Darn right.
Get me a goddamn doctor! Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
Okay. Oh, okay. So if anyone else was confused like me, basically what happened was Kelso called to Phelps, but Phelps's current partner, Herschel Biggs, the old crotchety man that we like, picked up, told Kelso that Elsa had been kidnapped. Elsa's the person that was with Phelps. And that Dr. Harlan Fontaine was killed by an ex-patient. So that's what happened.
Any news from Jack? There's a statewide APB out on him.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
With the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help him.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
That's something real big.
You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
All units, reports of an explosion. Alternative location is south of Santa Monica, west of...
Serious. Oh. It says we've reconnected. I don't know if I believe it, but it says we've reconnected. At this point, I want to yell at my ISP and get them to fix things before I continue trying to piece together what's going on, because we just ended the last the third to last case, and we're working on the last two. So I think that's where I'm just gonna call it for LA Noire for now, until I can figure out what's going on. Because I don't want you guys to miss the story, and I can't take the insanity that is all of this issue. I'm literally connecting with an agent right now to get someone to schedule out here. So, and I'm sure I'll get the runaround from the agent, and I'll just tell them, I've had 2 people out here already and they haven't been able to fix the issue. I need you to get someone out here as soon as possible and credit my account, because this is stupid. I've been here 2 months and I've had someone out here 3 times. Two techs? There we go. Anyway, Lauren just got home. Lauren, do you want to show off your hair? No? Well, I want to see your hair. Ooh. I can kind of tell. It is definitely different. Vaguely. But you know how my eyes are. Hi, Bubby. Yeah, you want to pop on? You've got a very thick purple line right there. You're gonna have to wear it down more. Varian says hello, bird friend. Yeah, I can see it better at the roots. Okay, I am about to end because the internet's been going out. So I imagine I will be talking to this agent for 30 minutes to an hour until I get them to finally send someone out here. So Plum's mom is Plum. Plum's mom is Plum.
It's plum. It's very plum.
It is very plummy. That's very cute. Uh-huh. I see it more now, like you've got like streaks and highlights there. You've got purple on your ear. Yeah. That's adorable. Oh. Yeah. See? See? Plum's mom is hot. About 7:30-ish, I took him out. He's a peeper and a pooper. Sarah says it's pretty. Thank you, Stasnak. Thank you. With this noir stuff going on, it reminds you of the new Dimension 20 noir story that they have going on. Big recommend. I would love to watch that, Varian. I know I've got Salad's login info for it. I just don't have the time, man. There's so many things to watch and do, and I ain't got the time. You probably should. But you should probably do that tomorrow, because if you try going to bed with your hair wet, it's gonna stain. Okay. Yeah, don't get your hair wet, but take a shower. What's nice about your partner having a buzzed head is you never have a chance of missing anything with their hair. Well, it doesn't help that I'm color deficient. Like, I don't see the colors as well. So, like, she's like, can you see it? I'm like, I can definitely see a difference. It's... Well, like, your hair definitely looks, like, darker. Or not darker, but,
yeah, it's like brown now.
It was brown before. Yeah. So... But yes, it looks very good, and I wish I had better eyes to appreciate it. But my rods and cones ain't working very well. Anyway, with Lauren getting home and the game not working, I think we should raid out to someone, and I am going to see who is playing what for us to raid out to. Take pics for the server. I will get her too. I will get her too. Dimension 20 is running Kids on Bikes and works as a podcast because it's all theater of the mind, no battle maps and stuff. Oh, that does sound interesting. Let's see. You know what? Vice is playing some Payday 2, and I believe we're going to play Payday 3 when that comes out with him. So why don't we... Heather is streaming, but I wanted to raid Vice to show him some support, because I know we'll be doing some stuff with him a little bit later, and I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Just under 5 weeks. So here is the raid message. If you guys would be so kind as to copy one of them, the top one is for subs, the bottom one is for followers. And you don't have to stay the whole time. I know Payday may not be your thing, but if you could at least come along and paste the message and show some love, I would appreciate it. Vice is really cool. He's come and hung out with us. He might do some GTA RP and stuff. He actually just ended and raided someone else. So we instead are going to raid Heather. So we are going to raid Erois, who is playing Tears of the Kingdom, who we have hung out with and chatted with a lot, and she is very lovely. She's very sweet, very chill, variety streamer, similar to me, so I'm sure you guys will love it. Let us pop into Heather's stream real quick. I've taken you over to see Heather before, and she's great. You guys will love her. But have a good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, stay hydrated, and I will hopefully see you all Friday with some actually working internet. Hopefully. Where we will probably be playing some GTA 5 RP, and maybe Sunday I might do the last bit of LA Noire just to get it done, but we'll see. We'll see what the weekend looks like, so. Take care, everyone. You're all wonderful people. And I'll see you later. Mwah.